Imagine a standard packet of Parle-G biscuits. The maximum retail price is exactly 10 rupees. It is one of the most common products in India. Yet the price you actually pay for it depends entirely on the journey it takes to reach your hands. In the first journey, you walk down to your local neighborhood Kirana store, buying from a shopkeeper who likely knows your family by name. You pick the packet off a crowded shelf, hand over a 10 rupee coin, and pay the exact MRP. In the second journey, you drive to a massive, brightly lit modern supermarket like DMart. Here, that exact same 10 rupee biscuit sits in a stack of thousands, and it scans at the register for 9 rupees. The store buys inventory by the truckload, passing a strict volume discount directly to you. Then there is the third journey. It is midnight, and you order that same Parle-G on a quick commerce app. A writer brings it to your door in 12 minutes. After the ad calculates its platform and delivery fees, that 10 rupee biscuit costs you 14 to 18 rupees. It is the exact same product, the same weight, the same ingredients, the same packaging. Yet it generates 3 completely different price points and 3 wildly different shopping experiences. This table, which we can call the Parle-G index, lays out the contrast clearly. 10 rupees in general trade, 9 rupees in modern trade, and up to 18 rupees in quick commerce. The math here reveals an important reality about modern consumption. At checkout, the price tag reflects 2 separate things: the product itself and the specific supply chain required to deliver it to you. Let's start with general trade. This is the traditional Kirana store, and it is an absolute giant. There are 12 to 14 million of these stores in India. Today, 70 to 80% of all consumer packaged goods revenue flows directly through them.
This flowchart maps out exactly why the prices are what they are. In this traditional system, the supply chain is long. The manufacturer sells to a carrying and forwarding agent, who sells to a regional distributor, who finally delivers the inventory to your local retailer. Notice how the cost of our 10 rupee Parle-G biscuit increases at every stop. The agent buys it for 8 rupees and 10 paise. The distributor pays 8.50. The retailer pays 8.80, and finally sells it to you for 10. Every middleman takes a cut. Look closely at that final node. The Kirana shopkeeper earns a gross margin of 1 rupee and 20 paise, about 12%. Because they sell hundreds of packets a day, those tiny margins accumulate into a perfectly sustainable daily profit. The Kirana thrives on an entirely different currency: informal credit. Shopkeepers extend monthly, zero-interest tabs to families, settled on salary day. They rely on local knowledge, setting aside your preferred brand of soap before you even ask for it. Because of those multiple layers of middlemen, general trade mathematically cannot offer you deep discounts. Consumers pay the exact retail price in exchange for immediate availability and absolute trust. Now let's look at modern trade. These are the massive air-conditioned value retail stores like DMart or Reliance Smart. Their entire business model is built around a strategy called everyday low price. To offer those low prices, modern trade strips out the middlemen we just looked at. They buy inventory directly from the manufacturers in massive truckload quantities, negotiating steep bulk discounts. They also turn their inventory over at incredible speeds. A typical DMart will sell through its entire stock 15 to 18 times a year, double the industry average. High volume offsets razor-thin margins. This bar chart compares the concrete financial impact of this model on a standard monthly family grocery basket. At a Kirana store, buying your usual biscuits, soaps, and oils costs about 670 rupees. At DMart, that exact same basket drops to 572 rupees. Watch how the chart shifts to compare profit margins. A national brand yields a 10 to 15% margin, but if the store sells you its own private label brand of biscuits or staples, their margin jumps to 25 or even 35%.
Retailers aggressively push these in-house staples because they create a dual benefit. You get a product that is slightly cheaper than the national brand, and the retailer secures double the profit margin. Modern trade works because it rewards upfront cash and planned shopping with significant savings, but those lower prices are effectively earned through your own time and labor. Finally, we arrive at the newest format, quick commerce. Apps like Blinkit, Zepto, and Instamart operate through invisible, hyper-local warehouses called dark stores. Their sole purpose is bringing your order to your door in under 20 minutes. Extreme speed carries a heavy price. This breakdown shows the hard costs to fulfill a single rapid delivery. When you factor in warehouse rent, the picker's salary, the delivery rider, and packaging, every single order costs the platform between 63 and 105 rupees to execute. That baseline operational cost mathematically prevents consumer discounting. If you order a 10 rupee biscuit, the platform must tack on a mandatory 4 to 8 rupee handling fee just to mitigate the logistics cost of getting it to you instantly. At those fulfillment costs, delivering a single item is a guaranteed loss. This forces platforms to push your average order value higher. They prompt you to add milk, eggs, and chips into the cart just to hit a break-even threshold on the delivery. If we map these formats on a grid matching fulfillment cost against delivery speed, Quick Commerce sits isolated right here in the extreme top right corner. Quick Commerce monetizes urgency. When you use these apps, you pay a direct premium to outsource the logistics of shopping. You buy time, not groceries. Once you see the math behind each model, it becomes clear that these formats are not actively trying to destroy each other. They form a partitioned ecosystem, catering to different constraints in your daily life. To avoid the hidden taxes of convenience, we can use this occasion matrix to map out exactly when to use each format, based on your immediate needs, habit, value, or urgency. Right here, for your planned, bulk monthly staples, the optimal route is always modern trade. Dedicating the time for a large basket size maximizes your cash savings and takes full advantage of volume discounts. Conversely, quick commerce belongs entirely in this square, extreme urgency. Reserve it for unplannable emergencies. Using rapid delivery for routine shopping forces you to absorb a massive premium on every item. And general trade anchors the middle. It serves as the optimal choice for daily micro needs, fresh top-ups, and leveraging the localized credit that a corporate supermarket simply will not offer. True financial optimization means consciously choosing the retail format that mathematically matches your occasion, rather than defaulting to the path of least resistance. Zooming out to the perspective of FMCG manufacturers, the companies actually making the goods, picking a favorite channel is not an option. Surviving the market requires active participation in all three formats simultaneously. General trade provides the massive baseline volume. It remains the only physical way for a brand to distribute its products into 600,000 remote rural villages. Modern trade serves a different strategic purpose. It provides premium shelf space and controlled visibility, creating the ideal testing ground for launching new products to consumers actively looking to fill large carts. Quick commerce captures high-margin impulse buys. More importantly, it feeds brands highly precise, hyper-local data about exactly who is buying what at any given hour. Moving forward, the strict boundaries between these models are blurring. Neighborhood Kiranas are partnering with massive digital networks. Supermarkets are launching rapid delivery fleets. Physical footprints and digital logistics are merging into one unified omni-channel system. But the core reality for the consumer remains the same. Whether that packet of Parle-G costs you 9 rupees or 18 rupees, the biscuit inside hasn't changed. You are simply choosing the journey it takes to reach you.